Hello, guys. Another pre-match analysis video for the match between Arsenal and Manchester City, EFA Cup final. Okay, I believe all of you know. If not all of you, but majority of you already know that I'm backing Arsenal to win something this season, at least to win this season. That for me, Ateta have tried. 5 years is a lot of time to build whatsoever he's building and whatsoever he's going about. Okay, so 5 years is a lot of time, and this season, I personally think it's their season. Everything being equal, looking at everything that they are putting together. Arsenal should win something, and as it stands now, Arsenal winning a treble is still very, very possible. They are playing the final of the EFA Cup today, which they might win. Okay, we're going to analyze it. They are seeing the Champions League and they are favorites to get to the final. We're on the same side with them, and I seriously believe those guys is going to be a very hard nut to crack. Okay, for FC Barcelona. I trust my club. Okay, they can still get to the final and win the Champions League. Okay, next they are seeing the FA Cup and they are top of the Premier League. It means Arsenal winning a quadruple is still very, very possible, and that journey starts today. Now, Arsenal Manchester City, like I said, these are matches that is very difficult to analyze because they are more like derbies, okay, and derbies don't follow norms. A team can be in a very bad run of form, okay, and when it's derby day, the form of that team skyrockets radically, and you start asking yourself funny questions. Okay, now looking at their recent matches, Arsenal just came out of the Champions League. Before that, Arsenal did a 1-1 draw the Champions League, okay, with Bayer Leverkusen. Then in the Premier League, Arsenal beat this guy. Arsenal beat was it Everton? Yeah, it was Everton. They beat Everton 2-0. I think we even did the post-match analysis here. Okay, where I told you of the importance of subs, the importance of squad depth, which is what is helping Arsenal, because in that match it was the remplaçant, those who came in, okay, the subs that came in to change that match, and the subs were what Max Doman, the young 16-year-old, in Kapie, okay, and Gyökeres that came in for Kai Havertz, okay. So they won. So they did a 1-1 draw with Leverkusen. They came and they won Everton at home. Then the match return this week of the Champions League against Leverkusen, they won 2-0. It was even 3. They disallowed a goal. Okay, so Arsenal is not in red hot form. They're in standard form. Okay, the form of Arsenal is very standard. Okay, and Ateta knows il connaît qu'il risque gros en perdant ce match aujourd'hui. Now, for Manchester City, okay, Manchester City, they started with a 3-0 defeat against Real Madrid. After that, in the Premier League, I don't remember the score, but I think it was a match nil. They drew that match. Okay, they drew that match actually. It was against who? I cannot remember. But they drew that match. They drew the match. Okay. Then later on, the match return for Champions League, they were still defeated 2-1. It means the last 3 matches for Arsenal was 2 victories, 1-0. The last 3 matches for City has 2 defeats, 1 draw. If you compare the two forms, you see that Arsenal is in a better form than City. But like I said, it is a derby or it is a final. Okay, and in finals, those things count. They matter less. Okay, they matter less. But now, to be honest, with the football we're seeing, we know that Arsenal is going to carry the day. Okay, now for maybe 2 or 3 factors. Factor number one, Arsenal plays better compared to City. Arsenal plays better. Factor number two, Arsenal has a better team structure from defense to midfield to attack compared to City. It is very difficult to penetrate Arsenal. It is very, very difficult to penetrate Arsenal. If you cross the attack line, you get to the midfield. You are going to meet Declan Rice. When you cross the midfield line, you're going to meet the defense line. You're going to meet Saliba and Gabriel, which is that is the most. That's the most scary thing to ever happen to any team. Okay, breaking down the Arsenal squad is very, very difficult. They are very organized and very structured compared to the City team, which is not the case. And all the players in the Arsenal squad are top class. Line after each line, they are top class. When you go to the defense line, when you meet uh, Gabriel and Saliba, top class. You don't doubt. Okay, you go to the midfield where you see Declan Rice, top class. You don't doubt. You go in front, you see Gyökeres, you see Havertz, top class. Okay, if not that Saka is being what it is recently. So you see, it is Arsenal is better here compared to Manchester City, where from the goalkeeping position till in front there is a problem. Donnarumma is not reliable. It's true. He makes some good saves and all that. But recently we've seen that Sepa Tujusa. He just had a good moment that led to him giving Paris Saint-Germain the Champions League. But Donnarumma have gone back to reset settings. Okay, Sepa Tujusa. You go to the defense. Maguire that we hyped at Crystal Palace. He was a captain and all that. C'est pas ça. Kuzanov is still very, very young and still liable to making mistakes. Ruben Diaz, after his injury, have not been the best of him. Right back Matheus Nunes, yes, maybe trying. Okay, left back Aïdori, okay, but those two guys at the defense, at the center defenders, problem. Midfielders Rodri, Sepatrosa, since he came back from ACL, Sepatrosa, O'Reilly, okay, good. Bernardo Silva, Sepatrosa. Okay, Semenyo, yes, instant. So you see, it is not balanced. You cannot call all the players' names and be sure of what they are going to give you. Okay, that's the problem with the City team. Okay, so but like I said, it's a final. Let's see. Now we'll go to my preferred XI for both teams. I'll start with the City team. City team goalkeeping position Donnarumma, right back Matheus Nunes, center defenders Maguire and Ruben Diaz, or Maguire and Kuzanov. I'll even prefer Kuzan. I'll prefer Maguire and Kuzanov compared to Ruben Diaz. I'll prefer Maguire and Kuzanov. Left back Aïdori. Guardiola should not go and do that nonsense that he usually does. Trying to experiment. It's a final. Midfielders Rodri, O'Reilly. They should play that double pivot position. Number 10, they should play with Ryan Cherki. There is no point playing with Ryan Cherki. Okay, I didn't know. At the number 10, right winger Antoine Semenyo. Number 9, I think they should play with Marmoush because he bouge, he zone. Okay, and it will make it difficult for Saliba and Gabriel to man-mark him. Left winger, I would think they should go for Jeremy Doku. Okay, now for the Arsenal squad, goalkeeper David Raya, right back Timber, center defenders they're going to have Saliba and Gabriel. Left back are going to I'll go with Calafiori. Now at the midfield position, I'll go with this guy. I'll go with Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Eberiche Eze as a number 10. He's going to help. Okay, right winger Bukayo Saka. Number 9, I'll prefer that they start Gyökeres. The Havertz can come in later. Then as left winger, Gabriel Martinelli. I don't know if Trossard is fit because recently I saw he was injured also. I don't know if he's fit. Gabriel Martinelli. Now, prediction, I will not have a lot of goals. Maximum should be 2 to 3 goals. But now, for the final outcome, Arsenal will win the EFL Cup. Arsenal will win the trophy. It means the match can be 1-1 and they go to penalties also, or the match can come out and they go to prolongation penalties also. Whatever be the case, Arsenal will carry the day. Arsenal will win the EFL Cup today. Okay, see you after the match for our post-match analysis. Like, comment, share. Okay, give me a point of view. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Is going to help the channel. Okay, for free. See you after the match. Peace. Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia.